but we've heard little from the man himself. Well, he may look a little older these days, but as Andrew James found out, he still shoots from the lip.
We can all talk a good game of football. You can, Andrew, cameraman can, I can, but you've got to win something. And Martin O'Neill, for example. Martin talks superbly well and played superbly well. He's now gone and won something. So he is now a Football League manager. It's a hard job. It's a difficult job, especially when you're working for people who know nothing about football. That is directors. He talks a lot of sense to suit him, and rightly so. He's manager of possibly the second biggest club in Europe. And he's had so much success, he's staggered everybody. So he's got talent as a manager. He beat me at Forest 1-0 in the FA Cup, and if he'd have lost that day, he'd have lost his job. But that's the way it goes in football. That's what makes it so good. I think on the whole, he's done remarkably well. Young Hoddle, highly talented young man on the field. But it's a different game. People are fools who feel that when they take their boots off, they then can become managers. It's a different game. It's like you, for example, going behind a camera. Possibly you wouldn't have any idea whatsoever behind a camera. As an interviewer, you're possibly the best. But different jobs. I think it's talent wasted. I played at Wembley when I was manager of Leeds. A very short period. And Keegan and Bremner were sent off at Wembley. Brave decision by a good referee. Gascoigne, I played against when he was playing for Tottenham. He should have been sent off before he even got on the pitch. He finished up getting injured. He's dissipated his talent, and I don't think the image he gives the game is good. They've got better than we thought. We've not lost out, but they are better than we thought. And we've imported people in that have enhanced our game. They've given us something that we didn't have. I don't like them coming over here to Middlesbrough, for example, and saying, well, it's cold and all that type of thing. What the hell do they want? We don't have palm trees in Middlesbrough. And why did they come in the first place? They come because we pay them money. And they have to perform. He still wants the ball, because that's the thing we play with. He still wants it on the floor. Because that's why God gave us grass. To play football on the floor, not in the clouds. At Nottingham at the moment, the spectators only see 45 minutes of 90 minutes. because the other 45 minutes, the ball is in the clouds, up in the air, and football isn't designed for that. I'd like to have won the FA Cup, and that would have completed everything. It wasn't to be, and that was okay. I signed some good players, and I worked with good people, and I never worried about doing the job in the sense that I never thought I was, inadequate. I always thought I could do it, and I did it. I could have been a little bit less aggressive, but then that would have taken something away from what I had. I could have been a little bit more understanding. I could have made less mistakes. But since I retired, I think of the good things. When I go to bed at night, I have golden rules like everybody has. I go with good thoughts. I don't go with bad thoughts. There's no point in going to bed, because you go to bed to sleep and to dream. And I dream good dreams, and I go to sleep. And to go to sleep on a good thought is, I think, nice. When it comes to you in about 40 years' time, it's a smashing feeling to wake up on a morning knowing you're only going to do what you want to, not what somebody else tells you to do. It's a beautiful feeling.
Can't wait to retire. He sounds the old familiar Brian Clough in many ways, and good to see him looking in reasonable shape.
Yeah, it's great to hear from him again. And we do miss him, don't we? He's one of the game's true characters, arguably the most charismatic manager we've ever seen, and considering the limited resources, maybe the greatest that Derby Nottingham Forest had never had any money to play with. But what a character.
He suggested in the piece there that he could have perhaps been looking back more mellow, but it wouldn't have been Brian Clough if he was, would he?
Not at all, no. He made me a winner at a time when I thought my career was drawing to an end. He took me to Wembley twice, 2 cup finals, 2 winners' medals. I'll be eternally grateful to him for that. His management style was abrasive, intimidating, but that's what made him such a great manager. He was a brilliant man motivator. I think the greatest we've ever seen. His training techniques were non-existent, hardly ever trained. He's just a great man management and fantastic at spotting things in a game and putting things right when they were going wrong.
What was he like to actually play for, though? It was quite intimidating.
Well, very intimidating, and really his management style is of a bygone age. It wouldn't work anymore with the superstars of today and the kind of money they're earning.
They'd just walk away, do you think?
Exactly. I mean, he used to wait for me as I was coming out the toilet, and, I was 29, married with 2 kids and a big mortgage, and he used to ask me if I'd wash my hands on the way out of the toilet. I mean, he wouldn't get away with that nowadays, but it was right for his age, for his time, and what a fantastic manager.
And a great deal of success to boot.
Yeah.
Well, Cloughy, of course, won the European